Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, I have rolled back to step 18. Apparently I made a mistake here yesterday and I thought I was doing it right. Guess I wasn't paying too much attention. But I've got the door glued the wrong way over. I'm gonna have to flip it. As near as I can tell, the best way to flip it will be flip it this way so that the hinges fit into the slots. I thought I was doing it right. Anyway, I can see here now. Well, we'll recompose. All right. Minus 17.6 right now. Now that's more like it for this time of year for Winnipeg. That plus 4 stuff we were having about 4 days ago, that wasn't normal. It was appreciated, but it wasn't normal. Okay. It's going to be pretty cold out there for our walkers. They're going to be coming through and probably in the next 15 minutes or so, all being well. Our walkers did come by a few minutes later, and may as well show it to you now because there will not be a sunrise video today. Nope, it's too blustery out there. Can't even see where the sun is supposed to come up, let alone come up. Anyway, yeah, Don and Bridget did come by again. And not a whole lot I can say here. So why don't I just shut up? Oh, I got to show you something. Yesterday I was looking at the monitor and I saw somebody at the end of the bridge shoveling. And I guess it was, somebody from the city of Winnipeg was up there clearing the snow. I don't think it would be somebody just volunteering on their own. Anyway, I guess that's why things were slowed up a bit yesterday. And the guy with the bicycle had his wheels all full of snow and it was. There must have been a drift formed there at this end of the pedestrian overpass. Okay, enough. Let's. Another thing. This is my. All my stuff here for the bike box, and I just wanted to mention that I am finding that by mid-afternoon, like usually when I say that's it for now, folks, see you tomorrow, I'm feeling pretty gung-ho, and yesterday was one of those days. I actually went downstairs around 3:30 in the afternoon, and I dragged my miter saw over so I could cut the rest of the boards. But later in the late afternoon or evening, I just didn't feel like it anymore. So I think what I'm going to have to do is stop in the middle of in the morning, like this morning, for instance. Now, there's not a whole lot left to do here. I've only got, I think it's 7 more little short pieces to cut, and then all the dimension lumber all the dimension pieces are done for the bike box. So I'm going to stop in the middle of the morning and just do that, and then come back to the model table. And there was a story I heard, and I don't know if it was true, but it kind of makes sense, but I can't remember who told it to me, maybe my grandfather or somebody, and the idea was that there was this guy in a factory, and when the whistle blew, that's when they would start work or stop work, and they operated by whistles. And so anyway, the idea was if he was driving a nail and the whistle blew, he wouldn't finish driving the nail the rest of the way, and he'd just stop, lay his hammer down, and well, it's kind of what I'm going to do here. Maybe I should set my timer, and when the timer goes off, no matter what I'm doing, just stop and go down in the workshop for an hour. Mind you, I don't think it'll even take me an hour to cut that. And another thing I want to do in the workshop is I want to make a bottle opener, a cap remover. You know, it's going to be a simple thing. It's going to be so terribly simple, but it'll work. It'll work. And it'll be free. It's all stuff I got laying around. So, yeah. All right, let's recompose here and see if we can get our how much damage are we going to do by removing the door. Let's recompose here, and I don't have a rollback, so nothing happened yesterday. Did not come back to the model table. Did not go down into the workshop and do any videoing. So there's no rollback. How many times do I have to say let's recompose here and work on this? Now, when I was originally positioning the door on the bulkhead, I did take into account the little door handle that you can see right here. And maybe I should find something a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that little door handle. All right, and I did see it on the other side of this part here. Now I want to be careful when I'm handling this that I don't go breaking off the sink or that other little part. Now there you can see the door handle. And I did see that, and I thought, okay, so it goes that way, and I just don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry, folks. I just don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I was wondering now, can I... Oh, hey, it just broke loose there. I just gave it a little nudge. Well, problem solved. Problem solved. Okay, now let's recompose here and get it right. Okay, so the door handle is there, the hinges are there, and they go down into this slot. Okay, let's recompose and glue this on right. We might have very little, mess to clean up. Yeah, I was picturing pieces of plastics. Yeah, oh yeah, sure. It locks into place when you run. For heaven's sakes. Okay, let's recompose and quickly glue that back on. Then we'll move back to step 19. Okay. So there. Yeah, it actually, those little hinges actually lock into place in the slots. Now, yesterday I did notice this on the corner here, so let me turn it over so you can see it. I'm sort of all thumbs here this morning. Okay, now you see this damaged area here? I don't know how I did that, or even if I did it, but most likely I did. Somehow, maybe when I was nipping off the door off of the sprue, maybe I caught it with a Tamiya cutter. I'm just thinking that maybe what I should do is just sand that down just a little bit here. Gonna have to repaint anyway. Now let's be careful now, don't break your sink off. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly do that off camera. Okay, we are repaired here. And you can see there is a little bit of a, you may call it a blemish, but it's not quite as noticeable as it was. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. Anyway, I've got it glued back on, got it repainted. The paint isn't dry yet. We will be viewing it from this side, looking this way. So yeah, I think once the paint is dried, it's gonna be okay. All right, let's move back to step 19. Okay, now in step 19, we need K17 and 16 and several other pieces on the K sprue. We need 2 K45s. I'm putting my finger over them so they don't go pinging off. K5. 23. Oh, I should have put my finger on that one. Well, at least it stayed on the table. What else do we need here? K1. Looks like a clock. Okay, the K8 is a fairly large piece. Now, I do believe this is the last piece we need off of the K sprue, at least for step 19. Now, off of the L sprue here, we need the number 2. The number 5. And the number 9. Okay, off of the Z sprue, we need a 34. I'm going to want to be careful here when I'm nipping stuff off that I don't get in too close. Like this one, I could do it right now. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be flashing. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this piece up here is flashing. I'm getting my hands in your light here. You know what? I better do that one off camera. Okay, so let's nip well back here. Okay. And I think we need a number 13, another fire extinguisher. Okay, I guess the number 12 here is a mirror image to it. It'll go on somewhere else, but we won't take it off right now. Okay. Okay. It is still minus 17. Won't be doing any bike riding today, that's for sure. Now I'm wondering if maybe now isn't a good time to just take a bit of a break here before I trim all the flashing off of these pieces, and then we decide how we're going to paint them. Yeah, I think now might be a good time to take a bit of a break and go downstairs and cut my 2x4s. And I should be back here, I'm guessing, in about, an hour? All being well. So we'll see you back at the model table in an hour. Okay, I'm still basically all set up here from where I was yesterday. And just want to make sure that my vacuum hose here isn't going to get caught on the blade. And I need two more pieces, 44 inches long. If you remember, the first two pieces, 44 inches long, we cut on the table saw there. And these two pieces, they go somewhere else. And I believe these ends are already square. So yeah, let's just measure our 44 inches here. Now you're way back there, you can't see nothing. Let's move you in a little bit. Okay, let's recompose here. Okay, now I need 5 pieces, 40 inches long. Yeah, and then I think we got all the dimension lumber for the bike box, but not the plywood. Plywood still has to be cut. I don't know if I'm going to be lugging that downstairs here or not. I've been thinking maybe I'll give it a try. It'd be nice if I could have absolutely everything cut. Okay, 5 pieces, 40 inches long. I'm just going to do this off camera. Yeah, I'm going to do it off camera. We'll see you upstairs at the model table, which is right there, right where I'm pointing. That's where the model table is. I need an elevator. Minus 16.3. It's just not warming up out there today. Well, hey, it's February, Winnipeg. Okay. I was thinking a few minutes ago that I have not done any editing yet today. Normally I've been back at the computer 2-3 times at least by now. So I think I better go do some before we nip off some sprue. Yeah, is it an hour? I don't know, I can't remember exactly what time it was we left. Anyway, it must be pretty close to an hour. So yeah, now all the pieces for the bike box, like the frame part of the box, is done. Yeah, the only thing left is the plywood. And as I said downstairs, maybe I'll give it a try. I'll see if I can drag one of these heavy sheets that's behind me downstairs and cut it. That would be for the floor. It has to be 88 inches long and cut 2 inches off the side, I believe, or is it just 1 inch? Anyway, so bringing it back up, it's going to be a little bit smaller. So if I can get it down, chances are I'll be able to get it back up. And if I can't, well, then I can get my son to help me, right? If he's willing to do it, that is. Anyway, I'm going to go do some editing, and then we'll come back to the model table and trim some sprue off these pieces and talk about painting them. Yeah, we'll just talk about painting them. Talk is cheap. Okay, I've got all the parts trimmed off right now, and I want to sort of do a dry fit. Now, some of these pieces, like for instance this piece, and this piece, and this piece, and the desktop, they don't go on right now, but I think all the others can. Some of them are pretty obvious. And if there's going to be a fit problem, I want to know about it now. Okay, that one goes on good. Now this one here, I believe it goes on something like that. We'll try not to put it on the wrong way around this time. I guess about the only way I could do it wrong would be to have the hinges on this side, but if we check the manual up here, you can see that the hinge goes right here, and you can sort of see it too. Okay, yeah, that fits, that locks right into place there. Alright, then we got this one here is the K17, and it goes this way, and it goes right there. Yeah, that fits nice. Let's take the next biggest one, the K5, which is this one right here. Get it turned over, and it's got three little knobs on it that go down. So it goes right there. Yeah, it sort of locks into place. Then we've got the K16, which is a bigger piece, and let's get the orientation right. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. It goes right here. Yeah, that fits. And this piece here. Okay, let's get the orientation right. It shows that it goes like this. Yeah, that slips down over the positioning. Okay, then we've got a clock here. And you can, if you look really close, see the hands on the dial. Now I'm assuming this is a clock. It may not be a clock. It could be something else. And it plugs in right here. There's a hole there. See the positioning pin. I don't know if we need to put that in place. That hole looks really big. Okay, and I have knocked this out. Oh, forget it. Okay, now these pieces here, they have positioning pins, and we almost need the macro lens to see them. But they go here and here, and I'm sure they're going to fit. I can tell that the holes here are plenty big enough. And this one, and then our fire extinguisher, it goes right there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to fit. Yeah, once again, I can tell by eyeballing it that the holes are more than big enough for the positioning pins. Okay, so it looks like everything's going to fit. I think we can go ahead now and figure out what color the different components are supposed to be. This hatch may well be the exact same as this. I haven't looked at the painting and marking guide yet, so I'm not sure. This I think is brown. I think it's a wooden cabinet of some kind, but I could be wrong about that. Now some of these other things, I suppose if a person wanted to, really go to a lot of extra work, you could try and drill holes out, and put LEDs, little tiny micro LEDs like the ones that Martin sent. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good to go here to start painting. Let's check out the painting and marking guide. Oh my! It looks like these things here. It is radio equipment, because this is one of the radio rooms here. You can see the various components. Okay, now they are calling for the 335, and we don't have the Mr. Hobby 335. I think we were we have something else, and to me, I can't remember which one it is now. Is it the 66 or is it the 19 maybe? I can't remember. And then the hard part is going to be these decals. Yes, this is a clock. And it's actually a decal that is supposed to go on there. I think I'm going to end up frustrating myself. I really do. I don't think I'm going to be able to handle that. I can try it maybe on one of the larger decals, or maybe on all of them. I guess I could give it a try. It wouldn't hurt. We don't have this one here. We don't have that one nipped off yet. That's probably in another step. Anyway, yeah, all of these, it appears that they have decals going on them. Except maybe this one right here. Yeah, I'm not seeing a decal for that. Or is that this right here? You know what? I think that this is this. So this decal. Yeah, okay, I can see how. Yeah, I can see it now. It matches up. Okay, that means that this decal is going to have to go on there. I don't think that this is going to. I'm going to frustrate myself to death here with this. Okay, let's think about this. The hatch that we were wondering about. It appears that it is the same color. I'm not seeing a pointer. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of these pointers coming and stopping on the hatch. They're either going over it, like to the fire extinguisher, or just shy of it, and it's showing a little door handle here, which is this one right here. Okay, yeah, let's, well, it wouldn't be a door handle. It must be something else. Okay, let's, I guess we're going to have to think about this. Okay, as the old song goes, the sun is shining. Oh, happy day. Yeah. Now, some of these paints we've already got. For instance, this case here gets painted to 37. The hatch is going to be the 338, the same as this. Some of these other parts we don't have the exact color that the color guide calls out for, but we've got something similar. And we'll probably do something like the Tamiya 66, so that these pieces will contrast with the with the back of the bulkhead. Yeah, the fire extinguisher, the bottom part of it is obviously red, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. I don't know what these are supposed to be. Maybe if I can try and figure out what color the color guide is calling for them. And I have decided I am not going to try the decals, because I think what's going to happen is I'm just going to, get really frustrated. Well, that one got stuck on there a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to call her quits for this afternoon. What do we got here? 3 minutes after 3 already? So, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.